inning. We probably, Chuck, I guess about 5 times since we've been doing this in all these years, we've thrown what I call a perfect game, where you make money on every trade that you do, and you never know that's going to happen, but it did. And so we had, we traded Monday, we traded Tuesday. It's a lot. You got a lot more advantages to trade when you're face to face because you don't have the logistics of putting the order in. You don't have the execution delay. You don't have all the things that go into making a good trade in and a good trade out. And I think it was very good, and they got to see some advanced trading too, because I did one trade that we had where we should have got paid more, and I showed them how to order the setup, okay? And it's pretty good. What's Joe saying there? Let's read what Joe said. Tom, I don't know if the planets aligned just right, or you and the DTI team did the perfect amount of planning and execution, the prep work, the topics covered, the right combination of enthusiasm, knowledge, and the curious questions and attendees. Whatever it was, the event was extraordinary and special. In the 5+ years I've been working with you, I've never seen you hop around. Was I hopping before with that extra zip or pep in your step, or display the amount of energy you showed on Tuesday? Thanks for the exceptional experience. Wow. That's pretty nice somebody to say that, right? Okay. Joe, one of my favorite students, got to know him, and he's been a couple of those conferences, so it was great. Yep. A lot of fun. And, we made some money, met some new people, and I see Jennifer's here tonight and Oscar, and just, it's just really fun to, spread our wings a little bit. We had a lot of people online, and I don't think anybody could have asked for a better 2 days. I know I was very thrilled about it. And I think anybody that had the time to attend it and learn and educate. And the nice thing is, and I tell people this all the time, and Chuck, you remember I built the building in Mobile because I wanted to have face-to-face interaction with people, and they'd come in. And, we used to hold 2 or 3 classes a month with people coming into Mobile. We had a ready-made place, theater type seating, just a great format. And you miss that a little bit, but we were at the TPC Players Club, and the meal on Sunday night was something else, wasn't it? I mean, it was just like, I'm talking about, one of the students said that he drove 1,000 miles just because he knew the meal was going to be good. I thought he was coming to trade, but he wanted that meal on Sunday night. It is a good meal, about a 7-course meal, and the place is just phenomenal. But it was a good night. So, Chuck, maybe next year you can come down,
I'd be happy to. It'd be good to see everybody again.
Yep. That's just the way it is. Not yet, Jennifer. We're still long. One of the stocks that were long, you might take a look at it. I told them they ought to buy it. CRWV. Where was it at? About 125, something like that, right? 125 at the start. I have to look back. I know it went down to 114 on Monday of this week, and then it bounced. In fact, the low was 114, and I was very bullish on this stock coming into the conference, and it hit 166 today. That's a pretty good. Just be patient, Oscar. It's going your way. Milk it as much as possible. Jennifer made $1,000 in trading that. Patricia got a 661% return in 2 days on that CRW. That's pretty strong, wouldn't you say? Pretty good stuff. Just pretty good stuff. Anyway, more to come. Let's just say more to come. We're just getting started. All right, I'm going to get started, folks. I know that we're doing good. Who do I have here with me tonight from the team? Who do I have? Somebody who I can't see who's here. Who's here? Is Jonathan here?
Well, Tom, we got Adam and Jonathan and Jeffrey and Kelly all joining us tonight.
Okay, good. Boy, it was nice seeing everybody, wasn't it? I mean, it was just nice seeing everybody. All right, I want to get started because you remember after this, at 9 o'clock, we're going to have a Futures First session, okay? After this, at 9 o'clock, we'll have a Futures First session, okay? Is that fair enough? All right. So, hey, Fred. Fred, I sent you a text. Look at your text on your phone, if you will, and reply because I've got something I wanted to send you. Hey, Kevin. All right, I'm ready. Let's rock. Let's roll. All right, join my YouTube channel. Listen to T-Buzz TV. I think you might pick up something there. We got a lot of people on there, and you know, we're trying to do something. I got a special announcement I'll be making that we're going to do. I decided to do. I met with Adam and Amanda tonight, and wow, still driving, huh, Fred? Wow. Be careful. Now, risk in trade, there's a high degree of risk in trading. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Former Air Force officer, been an active trader since the 70s, former member of Chicago Mercantile Exchange, have 3 books, Winning a Day Trading Game, The Markets Never Sleep, and Trade to Win. A lot of people brought the books there, and I was able to sign them. So it made me feel good that people, you know, got the books and started reading them. And so they said it helped them. I said, good, that's why they were written, the 3 books. In my opinion, we made a commitment to each other that we're going to be very disciplined in the month of June. And the idea there is everybody saw our blockbuster month in May, where we were 92% accurate. And we decided that let's just keep doing what we're doing, maybe go a little bit slower and then lay the coal down once we get good directions. Today's a special day because this is the 3rd day of the month, and we're going to start getting directions. We're going to start getting directions on what to trade, when to trade, and how to trade. Let me introduce you to T-Buzz the chimpanzee. I think that if you look at that, you got to say, well, why is he showing a picture of a chimpanzee? Okay. And I think that when you look at that, there's a reason. I've been telling people that if I'm right on the market, and you could have a chimpanzee throwing darts at the stocks after about the 3rd week in July. And I put that up there and I said, this makes it what the future looks like if I'm right. And I hope I am. I said, there's one caveat. We got to get that tax bill passed in some form, and the sooner the better. Okay? The sooner the better.
I tried to get it to do the Bill salute, but I couldn't get his arms up high enough.
You couldn't get him to do the Bill salute, could you?
That's the closest it would do it on a AI.
It looks pretty good for a chimpanzee. All right. Let's start tonight with a huge announcement. I was talking to Adam today at the office, and I decided to commit to Mondays from 11 to 2 on Monday to do training and trade, train and trade. And all you need to show up is an internet to log in. Now, if everybody here says that's a good idea, tell me, because it's a lot of time and effort I'm going to put in this during the month of June. And that is Mondays from 11 o'clock to 2. I tested it out and everybody seemed to love it. So you know how Mondays are, and I can get everybody off from Sunday night, Monday, to our newsletter that we put out, and you'll be able to sign in Monday at 11 if that's what you want to do. Now, I'm going to ask y'all to do me a favor. If you know anybody that's interested in trading, we're not going to put any restrictions on this from 11 to 1 or 11 to 2. Invite them. And let me know if you got people there. Jennifer says she's already referring people to me. Thank you. That's good. That's good. But do it. Hey, Phelps, how you doing? Good to see you, Phelps. He's new. I'll be spending some time with him in August, him and his dad. And the email they need to use is to get Adam to give you an invitation. It's TG@DTI Trader. Just say, this is Wendy. Here's a friend of mine. Or have your friend send in, I'm a friend of Wendy's, and we'll send it. That's what we're going to do. TG@DTI. We're going to do it the month of June. We'll see how it goes. Okay? That's what we're going to do. On Mondays, 11 o'clock to 2, with a few breaks in there after we cover different parts of what I call the DTI approach. Now, we have an MTI update. How many of you were at the conference? And we had one of the creators of MTI, DTI there, Tom Delashay, and he got a standing ovation for creating this marvelous MTI by DTI. And I had an ask. I said, Tom, if I get everyone to clap and say how great it is, would you do one more little thing? He said he would. And I thought it'd take days for probably the programmer to the stars, we'll say, to get in there and do it. I wanted to have a short-term scanner to give me everything off MTI and DTI. Today, I ran it on my computer. What you're looking at is an option. That's an option there on that chart. And I'm going to teach you how to use this with MTI, okay? And that's what I'm going to do. Oscar, it's for Tom and Jeff. Jeff spells his name with a G. That's what TG stands for. Okay? That answers the mystery, huh? TG. All right. Anyway, Tom did this, and I knew if he would do it, it would expand my use of MTI by DTI. So now you can go to a members area and get the new download on MTI by DTI. But what I did today, I showed Adam. I said, Adam, look at this. It told me to buy this option at $2.28. It hit $2.80 today. Does that get you excited about this new feature? Wait till I show you all the other things I figured out today using this feature. Anyway, that's the big announcement. You're going to love it. In fact, I'm using it tonight. And when we do Futures First tonight, I'm going to show the people in Futures First a couple tricks tonight. It's on Thinkorswim, Wendy, and next Thursday, not this Thursday, I'll be just demonstrating this new feature for my MTI and Sawgrass members for 2026. I told you I was going to do something special for that group there. So next Thursday, if you're a member of the 2026 Sawgrass group, you will see the MTI in action next Thursday. How's that sound? How you like that big bonus? So put that on your books. Next Thursday, we'll be doing that. Okay? Next Thursday. Not this Thursday, Thursday week. Seven Sisters right now, E-mini finally got above 59.50. Chuck alluded to that. It went up, but it didn't go high enough today. High enough today. We'll do it at 11:30 next Thursday, John. 11:30. Hold it. Let me change that. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it right now. I looked at my schedule. We'll do the Thursday update at 9 o'clock Eastern. Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern. Okay? I have to do it then. I just looked at my schedule. But if you look at the markets right now, Europe is strong. Gold is strong. I'm actually long gold tonight. Got to stop in, but I'm long gold. Crude's weak. Bonds are sort of flatlining right here for the year. My 10 tickers, let's talk about that. The QQQ went into a buy signal, and we're long from 525.55 on the QQQ. The SPY went into a buy signal. We're long from 594. Gold went into a buy. This is the third one. GLD's at 311. That's been a big mover. Did everybody in TNT get that trade this morning on the TQQ? I said buy it. Did everybody get that trade? I'm just curious who took it. Buying TQQ this morning before it opened. That was a heck of a trade. About $1.50. Heck of a trade this morning in TNT. NVIDIA, below 139.55. MU is a buy. It's now at 103. I'm actually long MU. Look where I told you to buy CoreWeave. It's at 163.5 tonight. Tesla's weak. Berkshire's weak. Palantir's on the line. A little bit weak. Folks, the 10 tickers will be one of the first things that I cover next Monday at 11 o'clock. How you like that? The 10 tickers for next week. I'll announce it on Sunday night. Watch and trade all night long. You know, I think my 10 tickers for people that can't be there every day is one of the best things I do for people. Don't y'all? Having those numbers, having those stocks, that money's flowing. Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. The 10 tickers. Now here is the initial stocks that I picked out and the prices that mean something. If you look at gold, it needs to close above 311.88. CoreWeave needs to go above 166.63. This closing basis trades now. NVIDIA needs to get above 142.39. Palantir 135.28. Instead of MJ, that's MU. That's wrong on there. It's MU. 103.91 takes it to 110. That'll be a good trade tomorrow if that happens, okay? TQQ above 74.30. We're close. SQQQ would have to go above 24.18. You can see it's at the lower end of the range. SPY above 597.55. TLT, this is something that's moving higher, 86.65. The QQQ, 529.84. The E-mini, everybody see that 5999 number? Write this number down. 6,011 on a closing basis takes us higher. 6,011. Write that down. The NASDAQ 21803. Berkshire, very hands off right now. Berkshire's declining. I didn't put it on the list. Okay? Does everybody see that? So far, I've got 10 stocks, 2 E-minis, and NASDAQ on here. Jonathan has a 25 ticker group. We'll look further at it tomorrow. He'll go through and put the numbers, and we'll review that tomorrow during the academy. Okay? That'll be the plan. But I did this myself tonight because we have finished the 3 days, and I wanted to know these numbers. I got them written, as I always do, in hand. I wanted to be ready for you tonight to do it, and I did it myself. So there you go. You know, we started at DTI there in Mobile. That's the building I was talking about. We built it. It was 10,000 square foot. Notice at the bottom of the sign, by the way, I got a good report saying that sign is still there. Teaching the art of trading. Teaching the art of trading. I'm asked a question. If we get above the number during the day, are we good to trade, or do we need to wait to the close? No, you can trade it, Mary Alice, but you already used the reference bars and make sure it's a positive reference bar when you're above it. You see how to integrate the short term with what I gave you on the swing? Did you see that? So if I got a positive reference bar on gold and it's above the key number, then I'd probably go long in the morning on RB3. That's how that would work. There's our office in Ponte Vedra. They grilled hamburgers today. They were outstanding, and a little sausage from Alabama made it even better. But it was a great day today at the office in Ponte Vedra Beach. Now, we wrapped up 2025, but we're not going to rest on our laurels. Some people would have a conference like this and probably wouldn't even be thinking about next year. I'm already thinking about Sawgrass 2026. There's a scorecard. The perfect game. The perfect game. That's what that is. 8 wins. There it is, folks. We did it. Everybody that was at the conference or online, give yourself a pat on the back. I told you I'd do 10 trades. I did exactly 10 trades, Monday and Tuesday. So you got to be smiling from ear to ear. Okay? Who's smiling from ear to ear tonight on those 10 trades? Pretty cool, huh? In my history, I got to be honest about this. In my history, I've only had five perfect games at seminars like that. Usually you have 1 or 2 that go bad. Jennifer says she got a full scholarship with those trades, new to DTI, but she's a rapid learner. As they say, she's a sharp cookie. sharp cookie. That was us standing up, having fun. Super, super, super. You see the class was filled. We had exactly the 35 people. And Bill's over there that led us in the salute over here on that corner of that table. Pretty neat, isn't it? It's just pretty neat. Junior was there, great guy, enjoyed the event. We answered his questions and loved meeting everyone in person. As a bonus, we were perfect for the 2-day event with our trades. Thank you. The food was good. The facility was excellent. Looking forward to attending again next year. He's already got him a spot. Joe said, we already read this one, extraordinary event and special. Oscar said his first Sawgrass attendance and all his expectations were exceeded. The training opportunity exposed him to awesome insight of MTI and the roadmap software working hand in hand, okay? The fine trade and made over $2,500 while he sat there with us in class. He's new. That's a pretty good start. He's actually coming to the small classes and doing some one-on-one, I believe. There is the group, the pitcher. We had a lot of trouble with the pitcher. We had to finally find that spot to get in front of the building and have a nice view. A better pitcher right there. You can see it was a relaxed. Jonathan Kelly or the bookends on that one. I see Jeff. Everybody's there. Now, I think I want to pause for a second. I think you got to make a decision if you want to be there because the seats are almost full. May 31st to June 2nd is the date. It's coordinated. Our annual Sawgrass event will kick it off on the 31st. Jeff and Jonathan will be there. I think we'll have a good time, okay? Now, what do we cover? This thing. Sunday night, we meet, we do our plan, we greet, we do the live presentation on Sunday night planning. We look for futures, options, and stock trades throughout the time we're there. I show probabilities to take bigger gains and smaller losses. I have so much. Roger's already said he's grabbing a spot. Look at Roger before he even get to the punchline. He didn't find out he's getting a big discount signing up tonight. Way to go, Roger. Good thinker. How to find stock opportunities each day for the week and have that solid plan to go for. Day one, we meet from 6 to 8 that night, and we finish up with the plan for the week together. Day two, oh, the breakfast. I didn't talk about it. Oh, man. Fantastic. I met with everybody there. I sat down with everybody at the seminar individually and spent time with each and every one of the people there. It worked me to death, but I loved it getting to talk to people. We have lunch from 12 to 1. We come back in the afternoon, and then we have a big party that night from 6 to 8. How many people enjoyed our party at 6 to 8 after that day of trading? How many people enjoyed that? Wasn't that fun? Right there in the facility. And these people there, I mean, it's just great service. It's just a wonderful place. Day 3, the last day, breakfast same time. Same thing, train and trade from 9 to 12, lunch, afternoon. And it's sort of sad at 4 when we're all hugging and saying goodbye on Tuesday. The venues, TPC Sawgrass, great internet, easy to connect, plenty of places to plug your computer in, and you get to see the world famous 17th hole at the golf course. And the networking, as Oscar said, off the charts. All right. This is the offer discounted price, $849, 904-706-3632. All you have to do if you want a spot is to type in dtitrader.com/sawgrass. I need to know where I can count how many spots we got left. So we had, I think, 21, 22 coming into the night. We only take 35 people at Sawgrass. Only 35. So tell me if you're coming where I can count it down. If you already signed up, don't say anything. But if you're new tonight, let me know. Roger's new. So we'll sign him up. That leaves us 14, the way I count. Any questions? So we got 24, 25 been claimed. Hey, folks, it's chicken, fish, or steak time. Brian said he's in. He's never traveling without the roadmap. Brian was the only one in the whole class didn't have it. I said, Brian, you might as well leave. He went and bought it. David's coming. All right, David, super. You see how they're going? Get on the list. Get it bought at this discounted price tonight. Lock it up, and you know where you're going to be on May 31st next year. I had some people there on Monday said, hey, what's the price for next year? They started buying in because they wanted to make sure they could get a spot. I loved it. I think Jennifer and Fred were the first two that came through the door. And it's chicken, fish, or steak time, folks. Any questions anybody has? Laura says she's coming. All right, Laura. Junior said it was his first time he came. He loved it. Very first time. We didn't disappoint, did we? Amanda, who helped me, keeping everything organized, she said that she's been doing these things for a lot of years. She's never seen anything like this Sawgrass, meaning how organized it was, the smile on people's faces, the networking that went on, the insights that were happening. It was pretty cool, I think. Pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely, Marianne. Absolutely. If you can't, look, if you take a spot and let us know that we can replace it, absolutely. Roger said May was a perfect game for him. He would like to have been there in person. He's made, most of the times he's made it in person. He'll be there next year. Get it on your calendar. Yeah, that's a good backer. We offer it online too, folks. We offer it online. We have a good crew online if you don't take one of the spots. Oh, they're doing something special on Sunday next year. They haven't decided on the format, but there's going to be something involved. It's the same cost online. Same cost online. No difference. I don't even like offering it online. Honestly, I'd rather just do the 35 in person, but so many people have reasons they can't travel or whatever. So I do it as a courtesy. It's a lot of work doing it online, almost double work keeping it informed, but I'm okay with it. But Sunday, there's going to be, I think, a clinic for golf. We're going to play some games. We're going to do some stuff on Sunday before the conference this year. They were trying to coordinate with Amanda there, another Amanda, at Sawgrass to try to work out a schedule for Sunday afternoon. How about that? That's an extra bonus. So if you're golfers, definitely, come. Perfect. Any other questions anybody has? Laura says she loves golf. All right. In 20 minutes, Neil, the price goes up. This is the early bird special tonight, okay? This is the early bird special. Lock it in. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. When I say chicken, fish, or steak, you don't want to be hoping to get a seat. Talk to Kelly or Jeffrey and work it out with them, and they'll help you, okay? By the way, if you haven't got my weekly letter that goes out on Monday, once you type in there or send an email to Roe at DTI Trader, we can track it down if you signed up for it. That's a $9.99 special, okay? All right, folks. I'm going to rest my voice because I got a Futures First at 9 o'clock, an educational part. I'm going to show in a couple things about the new MTI by DTI. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, yes. I got a thank you card. This was the best card that anybody, I think, in my life had ever gave me, from all the people that signed it, things they did. I mean, it really is. Really is. Thanks for reminding me, Joe. And Carol brought me a picture, okay?
I'm finding the picture right now, T-Buzz, to throw up there.
You gonna throw the picture? This was, her sister did this for me, which I thought was sweet. I got chocolate. I had some of that tonight. And I got a t-shirt. I mean, people were bringing me gifts right and left. There's the picture right there. Isn't that a great picture? Now, Adam, you're going to send an email out to the Futures First people, correct?
Futures should receive something separate.
Okay, you get something separate for Futures First. Jonathan, I need you to take over this computer and upload the new program on this Thinkorswim, because then we can just show this total screen at 9, and I can go through and show people how awesome this feature is. Can we do that?
Yeah, we should be able to do that.
All right. So once we sign off from this, if you don't mind, why don't we get it loaded? Because I'm about to show some people. I'm opening your eyes with the new short-term feature, using it for futures. Okay. John, why don't you send an email, if you will, to Adam Mallory or to Roe at DTI Trader to make sure you get an invitation if you're signed up for it. Absolutely. And he'll post a link in the Futures First Telegram channel. Make sure if you sign up for the weekly newsletter on Monday that you sign up in the room. I put a couple trades in there last week. They were great trades. A little extra bonus I did last week.
Hey Tom, I'm gonna jump off this Zoom and open up the other Zoom for Futures First. If you just want to call me when you're done here.
Yeah, I'll call you and we'll get this downloaded.
Great.
Thanks, folks. Y'all have a great night. Get signed up. All my Futures First people, we get started at 9 o'clock